Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to an Age of Empires forecasted game, and today we have got a jolly good old English mirror. On the west side of the map, we've got puppypaw playing in green, and on the east side of the map, also playing as English, as we said, is Aoe4 playing in pink. So, with the English mirror match, we have got a few things to discuss, and it's mostly to do with the initial strategies and the build orders. We've seen before in Red Bull Wallow Legacy the different strategies that can take place, mostly with the English. Often, it kind of boils itself down to three main ones and maybe two extra side ones. The three main ones usually being like a fast feudal age into longbow, spearman, ram rush. And then there's also a farm build where you kind of have a delayed feudal age, looking to get sort of a second town center, the two town center build. And then there's the third fast castle with the English, and obviously going with the King's Palace, which gets you that second town center anyway. And then sometimes you can mix things up with sort of sending 5 villagers forward for a short bow rush, 5 villagers with outposts. And then sometimes you can have that sneaky man-at-arms opening, the Vanguard man-at-arms in the Dark Age. We don't see that often anymore, has to be said. But I feel like generally what we've seen win rate wise in terms of English mirror matches, it's often been the fast castle that does quite well, because you can often get map control with relics, sacred sites, and you can usually use the knights to harass. And often I feel like the two town center approach isn't that strong against the English, because two town centers, sure, you get some villagers a little bit ahead of time, but when you go fast castle, you get the King's Palace anyway, so you kind of catch up, or you kind of stem that flow pretty quickly. And if you go fast castle, you've got two town center into castle age, you end up with 3 TCs, but obviously the benefit of that is a little bit reduced, 3 versus 2 compared to 2 versus 1. And what we'll see at the moment is puppypaw going heavy on stone, so that suggests as that 2 town center build. Maybe he'll prove me wrong. I think maybe he shall show us how to do a 2 town center build and see if it can work quite well. Whereas Aoe4, let's take a look. He's got 2 villages on gold, 2 villages on wood, and a couple of farms, so it's a bit kind of hazy here what's going to happen. It might be kind of a delayed feudal into a heavy feudal age possibly, and then transition to castle age. It might just be a straight up fast castle, actually. Depends. We shall see if he decides to put more villages on gold. We'll check that out in a short while. And we'll probably be seeing wheelbarrow coming in for Aoe4. He does have wheelbarrow already, so it's an early wheelbarrow. And that's still consistent with a feudal age push and also a fast castle. Although it won't be consistent with a super fast feudal age, which we can sometimes see. We've seen that in the beginning stages of Age of Empires 4. Where it's traditionally sort of 8 villagers on food, 4 villagers on gold, get that landmark up, the council hall, and then just chuck a load of villagers on wood, get those longbows out. But neither player doing that today, and it seems to be the case that the meta certainly has shifted to this sort of longer approach, eco approach with the wheelbarrow farms for the English. We do see puppypaw building his landmark with 2 villagers, actually going to get to the feudal age quicker than Aoe4, so it suggests that this could be a fast castle build for Aoe4, and it indeed appears that way with 5 villagers on gold. So it looks to be a 2 town center build for puppypaw versus the fast castle for Aoe4. And we shall see if there's any variation in between. But it could be an interesting one. Although, you know, with the English, they do have a very strong defensive capability and ability to defend. So having those knights in your base won't necessarily be a big deal if you can have good coverage of your town centers. But we'll have to look where puppypaw puts his town center. I suspect it's going to be near the gold and wood. Maybe even the berries here, probably around about here, could be a nice spot next to the gold. He's just going to need to get some extra wood here, puppypaw, to be able to afford that town centre. Of course, each town centre costing 400 wood and 300 stone, of which he has timed it perfectly, puppypaw. Actually got exactly 300 stone. Aoe4 still stuck in the Dark Age, going to be getting that landmark now though, but he is looking in a good spot to get to that castle age rather. 5 villagers on gold, sometimes you could stick an outpost there, but he won't be too worried about that. Because of course his opponent's going for 2 town center, so won't be expecting any sort of particular quick rush at all. And the town center does go indeed near the gold and the berries, and be offering a lot of protection down here on the right, which could be a focus of attack for Aoe4, because there's a lot of resources here being gathered. There's going to be farming, there's going to be berries, there's going to be gold. Scout coming here for Aoe4, so Aoe4 will see that now. He'll recognize the 2 town centers, and he'll be quite happy to go to fast castle without sort of worrying about it too much. Getting a horseman just for good measure though. And we'll see what kind of fast castle time he'll get. It's not going to be akin to the Holy Roman Empire madness, 8-minute, 9-minute fast castle that they can achieve. But it'll be pretty decent. and the fast castle for the English does get them that second town centre. Couple of farms being placed down now. puppypaw looking to use the macro and those bonuses that the farms get for the English. Okay, relatively quiet in this opening stages of this match. Match is on the map The Pit. There's a new map for Age of Empires 4 since the recent patch. It's quite a nice map generally. It can be a bit turtley and a bit defensive, but we will see how this mirror match turns out. This could be a very long mirror match actually. English civilizations sometimes get a bit of time to get going when they play this sort of strategy. We will see, because the fast castle for Aoe4 looks to be on the cards very soon, and he'll be looking to be aggressive, looking to maybe get a monastery once he does get to castle age. To get those relic sacred sites would really boost the economy. And to be honest, that will more than make up for any sort of villager discrepancy, which we'll take a look at right now. 30 villagers for puppypaw, 27 for Aoe4, so as you can see, second town centre not making a huge amount of difference at this stage. Castle age will be up very soon. I'm sure it'll be the King's Palace, but the question is, where does he put that King's Palace? Possibly on the gold, and that is going to be the case. He's going to go for that King's Palace in a nice location next to the gold and the wood line. Offers himself a lot of protection on this west side and gives him the ability to farm very peacefully here on the back of his base. Setting it. Good few villagers, 12 villagers, actually no, 8 villagers to build that landmark. 4 villagers remaining in gold, and he does have a stable, so I suspect we'll see those knights coming out once he does hit the castle age. Walls are going to be going up for puppypaw. He recognises the fast castle is on the cards, and so he needs that protection, especially on this left side. Second stable going down for the English, so maybe double stable knights, and he will be able to afford that quite comfortably here. Scouts harassing the villagers on the left side, but we hear the ding dong of the English town centre for puppypaw. Okay, 8.5 minutes on the clock, almost going to be there, probably just under 9 minutes, so not bad actually for the English at all, not bad at all as a fast castle. And sets them up very nicely for the mid-castle age game, because it's got 2 stables, and I'm sure it's going to be dropping a monastery as soon as he can. Doesn't quite have the wood for it just yet. But as you can see, he's going to be queuing up those knights, as you can see, one there and one there. Double stable knights on the cards for Aoe4. puppypaw going to be not too far away from that castle age though, has to be said. Maybe another 2 minutes, 3 minutes or so, and he'll be on his way. Do we see a monastery yet for Aoe4? No, he's actually going to be looking to drop some farms. He wants the farming economy to rock and roll here. He's got 10 on farms at the moment. Let's take a look at the village count. It is now sitting at 33 for Aoe4, 42 for puppypaw. So there is now steadily rising a village discrepancy. About 9 villagers. That will stay static just for now, because of course now King's Palace is producing villagers for Aoe4. But as soon as puppypaw gets to the castle age, which could be quite soon, we'll have that third town centre. But here come the knights. And we do see a monastery being placed down now for Aoe4. He'll be able to get those relics very uncontested. These knights will offer a lot of map control and ability to find some villagers perhaps. We shall see if they dive in. These knights don't really mind too much about taking fire underneath the town centre. Even the English town centres, would you believe it? They will take a bit of damage from that, but if they can take a villager or 2, that'll be more than worth it. Here we can see a monk coming out now, going to be going straight for that relic. It should be puppypaw's really, right next to his base. And if he can get that, he should be able to get more of the relics close to his home as well. And that'll be very important for the late game, which the English mirror can often get to. There are 2 knights on the field, cycling around on the right side, looking to see if they can get any damage. West side very protected for puppypaw. Nothing to be had, but now Aoe4 will see the age up is going to rush in. There are 3 spearmen though, versus 2 knights. The villagers are getting involved. Aoe4 just going to take this fight, going to try and snipe down the spearmen. 2 of them do go down, and another one comes in to join the fight. So there's 4 in total. The knights are going to take care of that. Shortbow is trying to fight as well, but there's a lot of idle time being caused here by Aoe4. So overall pretty decent, because now there's a 3rd knight coming in. Villagers have to back off. The charge attack will be getting off. Might be able to pick off a villager or 2. There indeed is 1 villager that goes down. 1 spearman looking to chase down the knights, but I suspect, does Aoe4 have a blacksmith? Let's just double check. It doesn't have a blacksmith, so no iron undermesh. Ooh, double monastery. Holy smokes, he really wants those relics there. So we've not seen that before. Castle Age into double monastery, very interesting there for Aoe4. He wants to get those relics quick time. And who could blame him? Especially on an English mirror like this, can be a big difference. Villagers going down. That's a lot of villagers going down for puppypaw. The castle age coming into clutch here for Opa. Such a strong strategy. We talked about it at the beginning of the game. 46 villagers for Opa. 49 for puppypaw. That villager discrepancy is barely anything now. Just 3 villagers. May even reduce even more. See, the knight doesn't mind too much being camped underneath there, but will mind about the spearman. Again, more villagers go down. This is a problem. Slowly losing villagers here. Might lose 2 more. One goes down and another one. Oh, could snipe another one, but decides to go the long way around. Try and pick off that villager. Probably won't manage it. Oh, does manage it. Another villager goes down, and the village discrepancy now 49 for Opa, 45 for puppypaw. So for going for 2 town centers, he's actually behind on village count. Of course, the economy would be a bit stronger because he had the villagers earlier. But looking behind this, Opa walling up, going to get a significant amount of map control. As you can see, the walls are very greedy. Well, I mean, not very greedy. They're just very far forward. I wouldn't say this is greedy at all because he's got very good map control. There's 3 knights still there on the right side. Spearman struggling to defend his position. You can hear the relics being brought in. There's one already. And more being picked up. This relic was snagged there, so puppypaw can't get that. We should see if he drops a monastery himself. Probably won't. And it's very much on the defensive here, puppypaw. Sacred Site activated. Won't get that just yet. This relic looking to be defended by puppypaw. And the knights need to get in place. And Opa does send his knights there at a good time. Monk going to be pulling that way. Go, 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 go. You need to make a move, my man. Charge attack gets put down on the scout. And now the mobility is going to be working quite well. With good micro here, Opa can use the charge attack on the spearman. Doesn't quite have the replenish time, but there's some archers, longbows coming in, and they're going to be sniping the spearman. This is great work by Opa. Very nice micro. Puppypaw wasn't paying attention. All those spears go down for free practically. This knight being microed very nicely by Opa pulls it back, and now Opa looking strong on the military front. 15 for Opa. Just 1 military for puppypaw. Puppypaw struggling very hard. Equal number of villagers, but the military count really tells you the picture here. Opa doing fantastically well in this English mirror match on the pit. And as you can see, 3 relics being deposited there on that right monastery. Nothing on the left. But looks like he's going to get a 4th relic. And this is going to be huge. That is 400 gold per minute. That is the equivalent of 10 villagers, ladies and gentlemen. Huge amounts of gold coming in. And then will he get all 5? He might actually get all 5. He's got all 5 relics. That is absolutely huge. That'd be 500 gold per minute. And the villager count, economy count, is going to be building even more. There's just 1 villager behind here, Opa, because of the 3 town centers for puppypaw. He won't mind about that at all. He's even going for the sacred sites. The walls are extensive and they're very nicely placed, giving him a lot of map control. He gets this sacred site, that's another 100 gold per minute. 3 relics, 2 relics, 5 relics, plus the sacred site, that's 600 gold per minute. Got a decent number of knights coming forward with the longbows. Now puppypaw is going to struggle. Let's just see if he's got any military on the field. But 12 military is not nearly enough. Going to get spearmen and longbows, but he won't have the mobility. He's going to need to have some static defenses, you feel. That sacred site in the middle now has been caught. The west side sacred site looking to be taken by Opa as well. That would be 600 gold per minute. That'd be 700 gold per minute rather. 5 relics, 2 sacred sites, 700 gold per minute. And the eco really starting to buzz here for Opa. Cycling through with 6 knights, having the mobility. Should be able to pick off some villagers here and there. Might dive straight in. Let's just see if he's got a blacksmith. He does indeed have a blacksmith. Already has... Oh no, he doesn't have an undermesh. He's going for steel arrow first. Gets a charge attack on that villager. I'm not sure if he took that villager. Definitely took that villager. You heard her scream in pain. Oh, there's a lot of economy here for puppypaw. That's just about to go down. Charge attack gets off. Another villager goes down. Opa getting so much value. Does lose quite a lot of HP on some of the knights, but he won't mind. Short bow is firing off, but the knights will now move around, escape that danger, and use their mobility to escape. And now the 3rd sacred site could be sacred site victory here. That's 5 relics, 3 sacred sites, 500 plus 300, 800 gold. That's 20 villagers equivalent. And looking great here for Opa. Puppypaw only 6 villagers ahead, so Opa technically 14 villagers ahead in terms of economy, and has a very, very strong military here. 16 minutes on the clock, and you just get the feeling Puppypaw's got his back onto the wall. And these archers are now veteran longbows. Veteran longbows and knights. Wow, that is a lot of knights, guys. He's been producing knights for quite a bit of time. 11 knights. They'll easily be able to take this army out, and you just get the feeling if Opa pushes now, he will have this victory in the bag. Even manages to get an outpost in the middle as a defensive position. Look at that gold income. Absolutely insane. Jolly old English Mirror working quite well here for Aoe4. puppypaw looking to push down the central position, but he'll be running into an outpost. I'm not sure if he sees that or knows that's there. He doesn't even know that. Yeah, he knows it's there now. We're running in towards there, but Aoe4 bringing his army in the middle. Looks like it's going to be a massive fight in the pit. In the middle. puppypaw going to look to torch down this outpost perhaps, but the thing is, Network of Castles bonus will be here for Aoe4 as well. This is just not a fight that puppypaw can take. Not only does he not have the numbers, he doesn't have the Network of Castles bonus, which the Aoe4 player playing in purple, or pink rather, does. The knights are going to charge in, puppypaw caught out, and in this English Mirror, it looks like the fast castle is working here. It's going to be a big fight here. Aoe4 taking a fight in the stealth forest. The longbows are having to retreat from puppypaw. puppypaw taps out, and English Mirror ends in the fast castle, winning for Aoe4, playing in pink. puppypaw taps out. What a game. We talked about strategy. Lots to take away from this game. It was a genuinely and thoroughly enjoyable mirror match. It was a jolly old good English mirror match. Hope you guys enjoyed this casted game, and if you did, do give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see some HRE videos, some good matches casted I've done on the channel, click the right hand card screen now. Take care, and see you next time.